Good afternoon. I'm making this video to document the changes to Hayato following the v240 patch. I'd like to preface the content by sharing Nexon's intent for Hayato and Sengoku classes prior to this patch. In the notes they released, they stated the following. For Sengoku classes, we are adjusting the parts that are out of balance compared to other jobs by focusing on bug fixes, quality of life improvements, and enhancements to characters' attributes. In this patch, we focused on bug fixes such as Hayato's Summer Rain, Hitakiri 100 Strike, Instant Slice, and Kana's Night Ghost Guide. At this time, we don't have any plans to make any significant changes to the numbers or mechanics in the short term. We'll prepare our future revamp by listening to our players' opinions as well, so there isn't a part that is wrongly balanced. From this statement, we take it that Nexon intends to balance Hayato in the context of other classes. We know that, during Destiny, Sengoku classes didn't receive buffs to their damage or quality of life changes where other classes did. This made us weaker relative to other classes, however, our gameplay was preserved. We also understand that Nexon intends to deliver quality of life changes to Hayato, enhancements to the character, and that they did not intend to change the mechanics. The discrete stated changes to Hayato were as follows. Fixed issue where the chance to skip cooldowns ability wouldn't apply to Summer Rain and Hitakiri 100 Strike. Change the description of Summer Rain and Hitakiri 100 Strike to be more accurate. Fixed an error where Instant Slice consumed more MP than intended. Only one of these changes represented much significance to Hayato players. That was the Instant Slice mana change. There has been a bug for a little while where Instant Slice could drain Hayato's mana if held down. This bug was largely inconsequential. In most cases, it just required a restart of MapleStory to fix. Cooldown skip has never been a part of Hayato's meta at all. While it's nice to have consistency in this regard, this change truly has no bearing on the class's gameplay. Lastly, changes to the skill descriptions are inconsequential and they shouldn't affect gameplay. With the Instant Slice mana change and the most recent patch came a few complications. Hayatos have now found themselves unable to chain certain abilities that they originally had no trouble chaining. When you compare the value received by the changes in the Instant Slice mana cost to the value lost in terms of gameplay, the detriments far outweigh the benefits. Here are a few of the changes that Hayato players found to be significant since the v240 patch. 1. Sudden Strike can no longer cancel Hitakiri 100 Strike. I'll preface this by saying Hitakiri 100 Strike is an integral part of Hayato's burst. It's a skill which dashes Hayato forward and does many lines to the opponent. Sudden Strike is a super stance skill that applies a debuff to the opponent. This was an important animation cancel for Hayato because it allowed us to regain our character's mobility quickly. Hitakiri 100 Strike is a skill that, while powerful, exposes Hayato to dangers on the map, because it doesn't come with an iframe. Being able to animation cancel with Sudden Strike provided major quality of life, and was a key mechanic for Hayato players. Number 2. Hitakiri 100 Strike can no longer be used after Batojutsu Zanko. Batojutsu Zanko is Hayato's long iframe and burst skill. This was arguably the most damaging change to Hayato. Previously, we were able to animation cancel our iframe ability with Hitakiri 100 Strike to increase our burst and quickly regain mobility. It also provided us with safety during Hitakiri 100 Strike, which causes us to dash. Without this ability, we are now unable to chain what little we had of burst effectively. In our current state, Hayato has to choose whether to animation cancel Batojutsu Zanko with Instant Slice, or Hitakiri 100 Strike with Instant Slice. This represents a major misalignment in the class as the two skills are best used together. Using them separately results in a significant loss of damage. Number 3. Our iframe, Hitakiri Strike, can no longer be cancelled. Hitakiri Strike is an iframe ability that causes Hayato to dash horizontally. This iframe now has a significant delay when we use it. Previously, Instant Slice could be used to cancel the animation and allow us to reposition while under the effects of the iframe. Now, using Instant Slice does not cancel the delay associated with the iframe, decreasing its utility and impairing Hayato's mobility. Number 4. Our diagonal Hitakiri strike now causes immobility. In the same strain as the previous change, we are unable to move after using our diagonal dash and are forced to fall to the floor, helpless. Please note this skill does not provide an iframe. Prior to v240, we were able to dash out of the skill at the very top or bottom seamlessly and use it to reposition or escape enemies effectively. This move was core to Hayato's mobility in mobbing and during boss battles. All of these changes have contributed to a weaker, less fluid, and less balanced Hayato. The changes are not in line with the developer's notes to increase quality of life, enhance the character, or to leave the mechanics unchanged. Rather, the quality of life for this character has decreased, and the mechanics have certainly changed for the worse. Most Hayatos in the online community agree that the costs associated with this patch severely outweigh the benefits. We ask that, in keeping in line with the mission and vision of the v240 patch notes, the developers please revert Hayato's skill set back to pre-v240. Nexon has expressed their intent to listen to the player base and their feedback when making decisions about character changes. For that, we're especially thankful. Especially as players of a class that exists outside of KMS, we truly feel that communication is key when it comes to making class adjustments. We ask that you please consider your player base now and revert Hayato's skill set to pre-v240, as that would be the easiest way to provide the most quality of life, mechanical stability, and enhancement to the character as a whole. Thank you kindly for watching this video and for your consideration. If you are a member of the Hayato community, please let us know your thoughts, and if you agree, let your voices be heard. Thank you.